What's up guys, it's Lord Both here for another video and the Minecraft movie. What we are experiencing with this film in the box office is something to behold. Now when we first got the original wind of this movie in the first trailer, pretty much a good chunk of people were making fun of it, saying that it looked bad. We didn't know what was up with Jason Momoa's style, why they had Jack Black essentially just playing Jack Black as the character of Steve. None of it really seemed to make sense. The characters, the actual environmental characters for Minecraft in the movie, like the villagers and the creepers and the pigs and all that, seemed to look really like almost uncanny valley levels of weird. It all just seemed very off-putting and pretty much nobody really was enjoying it, at least from a critical standpoint. And when the previews of this movie came out and a lot of those critics got their early screenings and put their reviews out, those opinions were solidified. And the movie seemed to be something that brought both the legacy media critics, who tend to be more politically left and socially left, and the alternative media critics, who tend to lean more right. Both have been in agreement that this movie looks terrible, and they hated it, which is why it debuted with a really low Rotten Tomatoes score. Under 50% actually. However, since all that came down, the movie is now released for general audiences, and their Rotten Tomatoes score, how they feel about the movie, is also in. And as you can see, there's quite a difference there. Even the critic score has gone up since this movie was released. Still under 50% though. Not good. But both the verified and all audience score pretty much in the same neighborhood of each other. Not a big difference, and it's overwhelmingly positive. Well over 80% of people that saw this movie really liked it. But what's really raising eyebrows, what's really getting people's attention, isn't just the amount of people who like the movie, but the amount of people who are going to see the movie just in general. This comes to us from Deadline. A Minecraft movie mania grips the nation. Opening now at 135 million plus for Warner Brothers' legendary pick. A Minecraft movie mania is real, and ticket sales keep building up like bricks, now at 58 million for Friday. That is also including the 10.5 million, which is in previews. By the way, the biggest previews of any video game adaptation ever. With an opening weekend now heading for the $135 million plus, the best of 2025 to date. Some rivals have it closer to 145 to 155 million, but today will determine if we get to that level, which I don't think those numbers are quite in yet at the making of this video. By the way, 145 to 155 million, I think that Super Mario Bros. That came out in 2023, they were around an opening weekend of like 147 million, something like that. So if this movie does in that neighborhood or even above it, if it does above it especially, that will make it the highest opening weekend for a video game adaptation ever. And by the way, Mario came out on a Wednesday, so it had 3 extra days on this thing. You'll remember that Barbie opened to 162 million and had big male counterpart programming in the marketplace with Oppenheimer at 82 million. So this thing is more than Oppenheimer and damn near close to Barbie. And Barbie did well over $1 billion, which means this thing probably going to do over $1 billion. And a lot of people are starting to talk about it maybe doing $2 billion. If a Minecraft movie exceeds 146 million, it's the biggest video game movie opening ever, outstripping Super Mario Bros. 3 Days Start. Yeah, see, there we go. Just what I was talking about right there. Major walk-up business with 57% buying their movie tickets the same day, which shows that Warner Brothers digital ad targeting by zip code is a perfect system. I don't really know about that. It might be that families are looking to go to the movies together, and the only other big name things I guess you could say are out right now is Snow White, which everybody hates, and A Working Man, which a vigilante action film, probably not best for families. If Minecraft has dynamited anything, it's the infrequent moviegoers, with 32% telling Screen Engine ComScore's post-track that they attend every other month or so, and another 32 that say they head to the movies a few times a year. So yeah, that's probably families, especially families on a budget. Because let's be honest, also, Minecraft is a budget game that kids absolutely love. I mean, they say it up here in the article too, right? We're getting reports of auditoriums full of middle schoolers hooting and hollering and shouting out meme lines from the game. Kids are jumping on top of seats and dancing in the aisles when Jack Black breaks out in song. So yeah, this movie marketed to kids, and kids are clearly loving the movie. And it's a major driver to the movies. There's nothing really that's family oriented that's out right now that can really drive those families in, even on a weekend, because they don't want to see Snow White, and that's really the only other option. But even if the kids aren't into Minecraft or play Minecraft, which a lot of them do, that is an iPad favorite, I assure you. But also kids who aren't well acquainted with Minecraft see the funny characters and environments and all that, and it seems like a good movie to take them to. Does it mean that it's actually a good movie? No, because from what I've seen of the movie, it looks terrible. The CGI looks like it's something out of Spy Kids. From what I hear, the black female character in the movie does nothing. Nobody really knows why she's there. Jason Momoa, obviously, from what everyone's seen, looks weird. The Jennifer Coolidge villager plotline or whatever, it is weird and doesn't seem really in place. And Jason Momoa and Jack Black do a weird exchange of like gay jokes as they hold each other 69 pattern wise while flying through the air, which, you know, seems a little weird for a kid's movie, but they don't do any jokes that seem, I want to say, over the line. And how do I know about all this? Because I'm seeing leaks everywhere. It seems like everybody that's going to see this movie is heading in with a cell phone and just openly recording the movie. This looks to be like one of the most pirated seen movies I've ever seen in my life. Just openly having clips posted online continuously. I mean, it's so egregious and so much at this point. I don't know if they can actually copyright all of them. They have been copywriting them, and I'm not going to show them because I don't want to be copyrighted myself. But they're definitely out there, and you can find them probably pretty easily on Twitter X. So the real question that's being asked now with this amazing debut is exactly how much money is this movie going to make? A lot of people are pretty sure it's going to make over $1 billion. They're starting to wonder, like I said, if it's going to get close to maybe $2 billion, which would be absolutely bananas, but not out of the realm of crazy talk. I mean, that $135 million opening, that's just domestic too. It's nearly double that when you consider the international box office. But I would also say that this movie, after its initial viewing, will count well as the, family outing. They'll take their kiddies to go see the Minecraft movie because they all play Minecraft and all that. But will people continuously return to the theaters to see it again and again? Does it really have that charm, that wit, that special kind of story that makes people want to see it a second time? Because to get to $2 billion, that's going to be a multiple viewing kind of movie, which is a little hard to believe in this day and age. And finally, I just want to say, Warner Brothers might be one of the most yin and yang, lucky and unlucky companies I've ever seen. They completely fly by the seat of their pants. There's a quote from a movie that I really love called The Legend of Bagger Vance, in which the narrator speaks of the golfer Walter Hagen by saying, Walter had a completely different style. Walter knew you could shoot 3 really bad shots and shoot 1 really good shot and still make par. And that's what Warner Brothers really feels like. They just churn out failure after failure after failure, stupid idea after stupid idea, and then they churn out one massive gigantic hit that would send any other company over the moon to have. But in actuality, at Warner Brothers, barely is enough to keep the lights on. But somehow they do it. I don't know how they keep doing it. They find a way just to live to the next flop. But those are just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, appreciate you watching all of it, and we'll talk to you again later.